So last week, Jenny and I had a rare occurrence of a squabble, I guess.
Yeah, people wonder if we fight. Yeah, every once in a while.
Yeah,
Not
and
often,
I think for both of us, like we were both in really weird places in our heads. I was having some, I guess I'll just call it out, some mental health things going on and some physical, like well-being things happening, and I was not my best self that day.
I wasn't either. There were some pretty terrible things happening to people I love dearly. So we were both a little bit in a funk.
And we were actually meeting up for business-related ventures. She was picking up some paperwork from me at work. And she had stopped by, and I had planned on seeing her. I knew she was coming at a certain time, but a student popped in and sat right down and needed my full attention. And I was a little bit perturbed because I had been pretty clear about some instructions and said person didn't follow them.
Yeah.
And Jenny walked in.
So I come in
the moment when I'm the most perturbed.
So I go in and I can hear her, but her office door is open. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll just go say, hey, I'm here. And so I go in and I said, hi, I'm here. And she goes, see if I can do it. I'm with a student.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're done. And so I sat in the hallway for maybe 2 minutes and then I left because that's how I deal with conflict as I leave. And
I wasn't irritated at you. I was just irritated at the whole situation. You're like, oh my gosh. I wasn't feeling well.
Right. And if it had been any other day, I think I would have gone back in her office and mocked the hell out of her.
Yeah.
And been like, I'm with a student. And it would have been totally fine. But that day we were both so off.
Walked out to go get her and noticed that she wasn't there. And one of my colleagues said, oh, I think that person just left. And I walk out and I see her driving away. And I'm like, wait, come back. I wanted to tell you about that. And then she was gone. And I was already not feeling well, already experiencing some stress. And so I
texted me and called me, and I was trying to drive and trying to find somewhere to pull over because I don't know how to sync my phone with the car. And so I finally saw a text that said, I'm canceling my classes and coming to see you. And I was like, okay, homegirl lost it. So I pulled over and we talked. And she came to my office.
I had to bring her that paperwork she didn't grab.
Right.
And then all was right with the world. I mean, some things, it's how you recover. And I've experienced some relationship stuff lately where we didn't recover. Yeah. And I don't understand why. I feel like sometimes it takes longer. Yeah. But I knew we would.
Oh, yeah. And she brought me a plant for my office, a card, a unicorn. So we were
pull all the stops.
So we recovered quite well. But I think you're allowed to fight with people and have conflict. It's how you recover afterward that is important. Yeah. And as long as that's not your norm, that is definitely not our norm. No. Our norm is this.
Yeah.
So,
in the tub. With cocktails.
So we're trying to keep these a little shorter than usual. So yes, to put it all together, it's okay to have conflict. It's how you recover and own up to it.
And if you mess up or know that you did something that potentially hurt somebody, say you're sorry. Yeah.
And I overreacted totally, and I didn't have to. I could have.
But we were both in not a good place, and I think just respecting that in each other too, it's okay to say, I'm not my best self right now.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys.
Bye.
You can comment below if you want to. All right, bye.